It doesn't happen every day, but sometimes you stumble upon a paper or research which stops you in your tracks. When I stumbled upon this new paper titled Towards Conversational Diagnostic AI by all of these researchers on this Sunday morning in Sydney, I just couldn't think further. It just blew my mind away, and I will tell you why. The thing is that the core of medical practice is founded on the conversations between doctors and patients, where effective history taking is crucial for accurate diagnosis, successful treatment, and building lasting trust. The development of AI systems like AMIE, which stands for Articulate Medical Intelligence Explorer, which are equipped for diagnostic conversation, could enhance the accessibility, uniformity, and quality of healthcare, and that is the crux of this whole paper. The thing is, matching the level of expertise shown by clinicians remains a significant challenge. AMI, a large language model based AI, is enhanced for this purpose and features an innovative self play simulated environment with automatic feedback for broad learning across various diseases, medical specialties, and scenarios. These researchers have established a framework to assess its performance on critical clinical dimensions such as history taking ability, diagnostic accuracy, decision making in treatment, communication skills, and empathy. In their study, they have evaluated AMI against primary care physicians using a randomized double blind crossover design and text based consultations with trained patient actors mimicking an objective structured clinical examination or OSCE. This study has encompassed 149 case scenarios sourced from clinical practitioners in Canada, UK, and India involving 20 PCPs or primary care physicians for comparison and included assessments by specialist physicians and patients actors. If you look at this diagram, this is simply amazing. What is happening here is that it is describing you the architecture of this AMI, which is again a conversational medical AI optimized for diagnostic dialogue. AMI is instruction fine tuned with a combination of real world and simulated medical dialogues alongside a diverse set of medical reasoning question answering and summarization data sets. They have also designed a self play based simulated dialogue environment with automated feedback mechanisms to scale AMI's capabilities across various medical contexts and specialties. Specifically, this iterative self improvement process consists of two self play loops. First, an inner self play loop where Amy leveraged in context critical feedback to refine its behavior on simulated conversation with an AI patient agent. Secondly, an outer self play loop where the set of refined simulated dialogues were incorporated into subsequent fine tuning iterations. During online inference, Amy used a chain of reasoning strategy to progressively refine its response, conditioned on the current conversation to arrive at an accurate and grounded reply to the patient in each dialogue turn. They have also designed and conducted a blinded remote objective examination with validated simulated patient actors interacting with Amy or primary care physicians via text interface. Across multiple axes corresponding to both specialist physicians and patient actors, Amy was rated as superior to PCPs while being non inferior on the rest. Look at this diagram, which defines all the three steps of this process. Now, in this diagram, you would see that this is primarily an overview of randomized study design. A primary care physician or PCP and AMI performed in a randomized order a virtual remote objective structured clinical examination with simulated patients via online multi-turn synchronous text chat and have produced answer to a post questionnaire. Both the PCP and AMI are then evaluated by the patient's actors as well as specialist physicians. So in step 1, this is online text-based consultation where a simulated patient has given a scenario, synchronous chat happened, and then randomized and primary care physician also worked on it. And then there were some post questionnaires, and thirdly, there were some evaluations where AMIE has beaten the physical clinical um, uh, physician, which is simply amazing. AMIE was developed using a diverse suite of real world datasets, including multiple choice medical question answering, expert curated long form medical reasoning, and electronic health records, noted summaries, and also large scale transcribed medical conversation interactions. In addition to dialogue generation task, the training task mixture of AMI consisted of lot of medical question answering and summarization tasks. The story just doesn't end here. The utility of medical AI systems could be greatly improved if they are better able to interact conversationally, anchoring on large scale medical knowledge while communicating with appropriate levels of empathy and trust. This research by all of these researchers from Google Research and Google DeepMind, and hats off to them, has really demonstrated that the significant potential capabilities of LLM based AI systems for setting involving clinical history taking and diagnostic dialogue. The performance of AMI in simulated consultations represent a milestone for the field, as it was assessed along an evaluation framework that considered multiple clinically relevant axes for conversational diagnostic medical AI. The results should be interpreted with appropriate caution, translating from this limited scope of experimental simulated history taking and diagnostic dialogue towards real world tools for people and those who provide care for them, require significant additional research and development to ensure the safety, reliability, fairness, efficacy, and privacy of the technology. I think this is the future, and AI systems such as this AMI can be at the core of next generation learning health systems that help scale world class healthcare to everyone. And as I mentioned earlier, this research is simply unavoidable. This is going to be the future. I have no doubt in my mind, because there is only one core challenge in my mind, which is around diagnostic dialogue. And that primarily means effectively acquiring information under uncertainty to enhance diagnostic accuracy and confidence while maintaining positive relation with the patient. And that is where Amy has already shown that it employed a chain of reasoning strategy before generating a response in each dialogue turn. And when I say chain of reasoning here, it means a series of sequential model calls, each dependent on the output of prior steps. So, for example, analyzing patient information, formulating response and action, and then refining the response by learning with the self play role. And that is where Amy was able to progressively refine its response conditioned on the current conversation to arrive at an informed and grounded reply. Now, there are a lot of great things happening in this paper, and I would highly suggest you to go through it, as it's simply out of this world. I'll drop the link to this paper in video's description. Let me know your thoughts. And if you like the content, then please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you are already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.